PTCI Channel 2 welcomes you to our coverage of high school football. Tonight, it is homecoming in Turpin, Oklahoma, as the Cardinals get ready to take on the Boise Wildcats. Turpin comes into this game with a 1-1 record. Boise comes in 1-0. PTCI Channel 2 welcomes you to our coverage of high school football in the Oklahoma Panhandle. It is homecoming night in Turpin, Oklahoma, as the Cardinals get ready to take on the Boise Wildcats. Turpin comes in with a 1-1 record, trying to bounce back from a loss to Tyrone. Boise comes in with a 1-0 record as they defeated Wiley, Colorado in week number 1. Cardinals getting ready to run through their spirit line. Boise already on the field. Boise will be kicking off. Kicking off for Boise will be number 35, a sophomore, Ren Yoshida. Cardinals will come onto the field, get ready to receive the kick. We'll go ahead and give you their starting offense. On the offensive line, a 6'2", 295-pound senior, number 77, Josh Heitschmidt. A 6'3", 260-pound senior, number 72, Trevin Watson. And a 5'10", 200-pound junior, number 50, Isaiah Olvera. At receiver, first at tight end, a 6'2", 205-pound senior, number 40, Alex Lopez. And at split end, a 6'3", 165-pound senior, number 14, Trent Weber. Back deep for the Cardinals will be Weber, and also a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore, number 10, Riley Ratzliff. Ratzliff will be the starting quarterback this game. This will be his first start as he came in last week when Isaiah Villalobos, the senior starting quarterback, was injured. Ball will go to Weber. He drops inside the 10-yard line. Up to the 15, avoids a tackler. He's going to be brought down before he gets to the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at about the 18-yard line. Also in the backfield with Ratzliff at running back, a 6', 175-pound senior running back, number 12, Noah Garcia. and a 5'7", 160-pound sophomore, number 15, Cesar Anchondo. First offensive set, Justin Hanna, the head coach for the Cardinals. He, along with a couple of his assistants, will signal into play. Ratzliff will take it on the first play. Oval opens, and he's going to have about 9 on that one as he reaches the 29-yard line. So it'll be second down and short after a nice first down gift. Cardinals will come straight to the line. We'll signal formation and then signal a play. We'll get you your defensive starters here in a moment for the Wildcats. Turn, handoff to Garcia, and he's picked up and dropped, but he's got enough for the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at the 32. Starting on defense for the Wildcats, first their defensive line, a sophomore, number 22, Paul Transom, a senior, number 30, Pedro Flores, and a sophomore, number 56, Carter Crabtree. At linebacker, a freshman, number 20, Caleb Arthod, and a senior, number 31, Carlos Gasca. Ratzliff turns, hands off. Garcia's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss right at the 30-yard line. Pedro Flores in on that tackle. Caleb Arthod comes from his linebacker spot to make that tackle. The starting defensive backs are a junior, number 10, Luke Arthod, number 36, Jesse Moran, and number 81, Cesar Ramos. So second down and 12 yards to go. Ratzliff keeps it to the right. He'll follow his blockers, and he's up ahead to about the 38-yard line. So a nice gain on second down will make it a manageable third down. Third down, 4 yards to go for Turpin. Ratzliff lines up in the pistol formation. Garcia to his right, and a timeout on the field as the play clock was getting close to 0. So with 9:53 left to play in the first quarter, we've got a timeout on the field. It's still 0-0. So both teams back out on the field after the timeout. Third down and 4 for the Cardinals at the 38-yard line. Pistol formation again for Ratzliff. Options out, gets it to Garcia up to the 40, the 45-yard line. That's enough for a first down. They'll mark him at the 46. Hole opened up well after the pitch. So Trent Weber has come in at quarterback. Now he's under center. Rene Mendoza has taken his spot at split end. Weber to the right, tries to break a tackle. Able to fall forward near the midfield stripe. They'll mark him right at the Turpin 49. So 4-yard gain on the play. So second down A long 6 yards to go. Weber now in the pistol formation. He'll take the snap, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield as Caleb Arthod, the freshman linebacker, busts through and gets him for a loss. So a 3rd down and 8 yards to go now. Not even seeing Ratzliff on the sideline. So hope that isn't an injury. So Weber in the pistol formation now. He'll option to the right. And he's going to be dropped down, still on his feet as he slips through the tackle up past midfield. It's still going to be 4th down, though, and about 5 yards to go as he got the ball just into Boise City territory. And now they'll mark the ball actually on the Turpin side. The Turpin punt team will come on the field. Isaac Hammock, a 5'11", 195-pound junior, is in to punt. There's a snap. Kick right into his teammate's leg. And so Boise City is going to get good field position on their first drive. That's another area where they're missing Villalobos. Villalobos is also their punter. So Boise City takes over 1st and 10 in Turpin territory on their first drive with 7:31 left to play in the first quarter. Still no score.
Cardinal territory. Boise City will start their first possession from the 47-yard line. 7:31 left in the first quarter.
So pistol formation. There's a handoff to the tailback right up the middle. He's got enough for a 1st down as he's brought down at the 36-yard line. Pedro Flores, the running back, got 11 yards on that play. At quarterback for the Wildcats, it will be the junior number 10, Luke Arthod. Pedro Flores lined up in that running back spot. He was listed as the starting tight end, so they'll switch players around. He's lined up as a flanker this time. There's a snap. Handoff to the left and gets a yard or two. As that was number 36, Jesse Moran, a junior. So 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Same formation, man in motion. Quarterback keeps it to the right. That's Arthod. Breaks the tackle, still inbounds, stepped out of bounds. Ball came loose, but not till after he had stepped out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and about a yard to go for the Wildcats. So shotgun formation. Man in motion again. Arthod hands it off. Trying to go wide. Has to cut back inside. He'll have enough for the 1st down. Brought down at about the 22-yard line. So they'll move the chains.
Brings the play out to the left side. Finds a hole and falls forward for 1st down yardage. Number 12, Noah Garcia. And number 77, Josh Heisman in on that tackle. It is a 1st down for the Wildcats. 6:05 left in the first quarter.
So we've reached the midway point of the first quarter. 6 minutes still to play. Handoff to the left. drags tacklers inside the 20-yard line. Caleb Arthot on that carry. So 3-yard gain on the play. 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
2nd down, about 8 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Neither team has put the ball in the air so far. Oh, every play on both teams been a running play. This time they'll split 2 out to the short side. Man in motion. They'll option to the wide side. Pitches it back, and he's going to be wrapped up by Anchondo for a big loss back at the 25-yard line.
Brought down in the backfield by number 15, Cesar Anchondo. Loss on the play.
So 3rd down and 12 yards to go for Boise City. As Anchondo came up from his cornerback position and just shut that play down. They'll line up same formation, 2 split this time to the wide side. Man in motion. He'll go behind. Fakes the option, looking to throw. He's under pressure. Avoids 2 tacklers. Out wide. Breaks another tackle and knocked out of bounds. So it's going to be 4th down at about the 17-yard line. And it'll be about 4.5 yards to go. As it looked like Heitschmidt and Watson may get him in the backfield, but neither of them could get to him. Actually, it was Heitschmidt and also Lopez that was out there, but neither of them could quite get their hands on him, or at least enough of him to bring him down. They'll split 2 to the wide side. Man in motion again. Hands it off this time. Tries to cut inside, and they stopped him. Did not reach the 15-yard line, and the ball is turned back over to the Cardinals on downs. And trotting out with the offense is number 20, Isaiah Villalobos, the 5'10", 175-pound senior, as they were obviously down to their 3rd-string quarterback, as Trent Weber, the starting split end, had moved to quarterback after Ratzliff went out with an apparent injury. He's got a ankle injury. We'll have to see how well he can handle that. That can be something you can play through, but it can also be something very painful. 4:21 left to play, 1st quarter, still no score. And we've got a timeout on the field. It's still 0-0, 4:21 left to play, 1st quarter. So out of the timeout, Turpin will start their 2nd possession at their own 16-yard line. Turn, handoff to Garcia at the tailback spot. He's up past the 20-yard line to the 21, so a nice 5-yard gain on 1st down. And we do have a flag on the field, though. That's in the area of holding, and that's what the call is. So instead of a 2nd and 5, it's going to be 1st down and a long ways to go for the Cardinals, as that'll be a half the distance penalty. As the ball marked at the 6-yard line. Actually, they'll mark it off as a 10-yard penalty. So 1st and 20 for Turpin. 2 split to the right. Garcia in the backfield with Villalobos, man in motion. Turn, handed off to Garcia straight up the middle. He tried to follow Hammock, who was his lead blocker. Got up to the 10-yard line. Second down, 16 yards to go.
Number 56, Carter Crabtree. It'll be second and long for the Cardinals. Ball will be spotted right at the 10-yard line.
So Cardinals will line up two splits to the short side of the field. Pistol formation. Garcia will motion out, looking to throw. Villalobos on the middle, tight end to Lopez, and he dropped it. He was wide open at about the 27-yard line and just dropped it. That's going to make it third down and 16 yards to go. Actually, they moved the ball back inside the 10 after that second down run, or first down run, so it's going to be third down and 18. As Lopez wide open. It is possible, as the sun is setting in that way, long shadows on the field, that he may have possibly just not been able to see it very well. Villalobos drops back to pass again. Screen to Weber. He drops it. It's fourth down, and they're going to have to punt again.
Screen underneath, attempted, going to Trent Weber. Pass falls in completely, fourth down for the Cardinals.
What the heck is this crap?
Isaac Hammock back to punt for the Cardinals. Number 81, Cesar Ramos, deep to receive for the Wildcats.
So Hammock back to punt. First one did not go well at all. There's the snap and the kick. He did get this one off. It's going to land at about the 40. Picked up at the 43, and he's going to be tackled right at the 40-yard line, as that was number 81, Cesar Ramos, who's tackled by Noah Garcia. So with 3:05 left to play in the first quarter, Boise City once again setting up in Turpin territory for their second drive, first and 10. Starters on the defensive line for Turpin: Josh Heitschmidt, Trevor Watson, and a 6'1", 190-pound sophomore, number 88, Zane Hedrick. There's the snap, handoff straight up the middle, and he's wrapped up by Garcia, and Lopez pushes his way forward for about a 3-yard gain. So second down and a long 7 to go. The linebackers for the Cardinals, Noah Garcia and Isaac Hammock. And in the defensive backfield, number 13, Rene Mendoza. He's a 5'6", 140-pound senior. Also Cesar Anchondo and Trent Weber back there at safety. Isaiah Villalobos is normally back there. Handoff back the other way. That's Arthod up past the 30-yard line. He's got enough for a first down.
Number 20, Caleb Arthod on the carry.
Caleb Arthod on the carry.
Going to be good for first down yardage for the Wildcats.
So first and 10 at the Turpin 29-yard line.
In on that tackle, number 22, Isaac Hammock. Boise City's got the ball inside the Cardinal 30-yard line. Sticking at the 29 for this play.
Shotgun formation, a split to each side, fakes a handoff, rolls out to his right, looking to throw. He's got a man open, and he is drilled, but he makes the catch. As Weber came up and make the hit at the 22, but Pedro Flores does make the catch, and it'll be second down and about 3 yards to go.
Second down, about 3 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Clock just under 2 left to play in this first quarter. Luke Arthod takes a snap, looking to throw again, finds his man out in the flat. It's intercepted. That's Mendoza. He's at the 30, the 40, the 50, and knocked down in Boise City territory at the 46-yard line. First and down, Turpin Cardinals with 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. As that was Rene Mendoza on the interception. Just overthrew his receiver, Jesse Moran, and Mendoza was just sitting there waiting.
After the interception and run, Cardinals have the ball at the 47-yard line.
So under center, throws it out in the flats, caught by Anchondo. He's outside at the 40, the 35, the 30. He's finally knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. First and 10 for the Cardinals.
Number 10, Luke Arthod, and number 22, Paul Trantham, in on the tackle, pushing him out. First down yardage for the Cardinals. Ball sitting at about the 31-yard line.
So deepest penetration of the game for the Cardinals. Villalobos will go under center. Garcia behind him. Two splits to the wide side. Pitches it to Garcia. Runs out wide. Cuts inside and gets a few yards. But, boy, he was waylaid there. Eric Munoz, number 75, a sophomore, on the tackle along with Carlos Gasca. Second down, 6 yards to go for Turpin. They'll line up tight, I formation. Hammock the fullback, Garcia the tailback. Hands it off to Garcia, and he is wrapped up there by Caleb Arthod. As I mentioned earlier, just a freshman, but boy, he is blazing through those holes to make the tackles in the backfield. It's going to be third down and about 7.5 yards to go. 30 seconds left, first quarter. Still no score. They'll split out two to the left. Pistol formation. Garcia in the backfield with Villalobos. Just gets a snap off before the clock runs out. Avoids a tackler. Lets one go. He's got a man out there. Ball tipped up into the air as his intended receiver was Anchondo. It'll be incomplete, so it'll be fourth down from the Wildcat 29-yard line. Of course, that's in the area where most 8-man teams are going to go. There's 0.7 seconds left in this first quarter. Of course, clock stopped because of the incomplete pass. Cardinals will split out one each way. Villalobos in the pistol, drops back to pass. Screen over the middle. He's got a man open. It's Garcia. Up to the 20-yard line. He'll be near the first down, but looks like he may be a little short. They may have to bring the chains out.
Close to first down yardage.
Referee eyeballing it. He calls it a first down. So a huge catch and run there on the screen by Garcia as he split the defenders to get that first down. And that is the end of the first quarter. It ends, it's Boise City 0, Turpin 0. So both teams back on the field to start this second quarter. Cardinals with a 1st and 10 as they converted that fourth and about 7.5 yards. Ball at the Wildcat 21. Turn, hand off to Garcia. And he'll fall forward. Look like inside the 15. And they'll mark him back outside of it at the 16. So about a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 yards to go. Two splits to the shallow side. High snap. Garcia gets the handoff, and he's tackled by several Wildcats right away.
Number 12, Garcia on the run. Brought down by number 88, Ismael Martinez, getting third down. 4 yards to go for the Cardinals.
Ismael Martinez, a senior, number 88, helped bring him down. Also number 56, Carter Crabtree, in on the tackle as well. Third down, 5 yards to go. Deepest penetration of the game for the Cardinals. Hands off to Garcia, has to break a tackle in the backfield just to get up to about the 12-yard line. It's going to be fourth down and about 3 yards to go. It looks like Boise City's bringing their linebackers pretty much every play.
We'll be recognizing them here in a little bit.
Several Cardinals in different positions. You can tell they're having trouble getting lined up. They'll split two to the right side of the formation. Weber will go under from the shotgun. Garcia in motion. Weber takes it wide open hole to the left. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown Cardinals. And Turpin is on the board first. A 13-yard touchdown run for Trent Weber. Villalobos back under center, tight eye formation. Hammock and Garcia behind him. Turn, hand off to Garcia. He's in for the two-point conversion. So with 9:58 left to play in the first half, it's Turpin 8, Boise City 0.
Alex Lopez lining up to kick off for the Cardinals.
Alex Lopez getting ready to kick off for the Cardinals.
Back deep for the Wildcats.
Back deep for the Wildcats, number 81, Cesar Ramos, and number 36, Jesse Moran. Whistle ready for play, the approach, and the kick. Kind of a low kick, picked up near the 15, reverse ran, still loose up the 30, was not touched as they did fool the Cardinals a little bit. Weber with the tackle at the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats there.
Let's take a look at these Cardinals cheerleaders that we've got down here. From class of... No, sorry, you're not going to get off that easy. From class of 96, Amanda Gray Broomgart. Class of 01, Josie Evans Ibsen. We got a play to go, and I'll give you the rest.
Boise City at the line, man in motion. They'll hand it off to him to the short side. Tries to cut back inside, and he is met by several Cardinals as that was Ramos on the carry. Looks like he may have lost a little bit or tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Josh Heitschmidt on the tackle with several other Cardinals as well.
Also from class of 03, Shelby Williams Opitz. From the class of 08, Valerie Timmer. Also from the class of 08.
So back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Fakes the handoff, quarterback's going to keep it. Avoids the first tackler, but he's dropped for a loss in the backfield. And Heitschmidt there to take him to the ground, but also pick him back up. And it'll be 3rd down and about 11 yards to go.
Down in the backfield again. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Wildcats.
The Wildcats? What's the Wildcats? Oh, pistol formation again. He'll roll out to his right. Has to avoid the tackler. He's going to be brought down from behind. Isaac Hammock with the sack inside the 30-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down. Boise City is going to have to punt for the first time in this game.
Our youngest 2 cheerleaders on the sideline from the class of 14, Krista Watson.
Cesar Anchondo back deep for the Cardinals. Here's the snap. Ball through his hands. No, not much of a rush. Able to get the kickoff. But a short one as it goes out of bounds.
Short kick goes out of bounds.
Turpin's going to have good field possession. With 7:47 left to play in the first half, it's Turpin 8, Boise City 0.
Does the sound register when I'm back here? When I'm talking like that? Just a tiny. I know this one's got a smaller radius, so I didn't know.
Turpin at the line. Villalobos under center, hands it off to Anchondo. Fights his way forward for about a 3-yard gain. Second down, 7 yards to go.
Second and long for the Cardinals. 7:34 left in the half.
Well, Turpin kind of survived that first quarter as they had bad field position those first few drives and kind of sputtered through some mistakes, and also losing Ratzlaff, who started the game, was their backup quarterback, and looks like they maybe got a free 5 yards as Villalobos drew them off with a hard count. So that's going to make it second down and short. Second down at about 2 yards to go. Villalobos under center with Hammock behind him, a split to each side. Villalobos keeps it to the outside, and he's going to be tackled right at the first down marker, right at the 40. That's going to be a little bit short of the first down. As you can tell, he's not able to run at full strength. That's been his first carry, and they really were going to use him really more as a decoy, but I'm sure as the other team gets sucked in on the other backs, they'll run him out there a little bit, kind of like Peyton Manning does in those short yardage situations. So third down, less than a yard to go. Ball right on the 40-yard line. Under 7 minutes to play. Villalobos falls forward for the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at the 39-yard line. Villalobos back under center. Throws it outside to Anchondo quickly. Avoids the first tackler. Breaks through another. Spins forward inside the 30-yard line. He'll be just shy of the first down. A nice 9-yard gain. So second down, 1 yard to go.
He's brought down by number 20, Caleb Arthur.
We've got a timeout on the field. 6:19 left to play in the first half. It's Turpin 8, Boise City 0.
You want me to say something about that?
And as we mentioned, it is homecoming here at Turpin, and they've got the alumni cheerleaders out there from various years out cheering on the home crowd. Probably not a lot of jumps will be involved.
When you get a chance, make your way down to the concession stand. They've got all kinds of goodies tonight. You got hamburgers. You can get hamburgers with cheese. You can even get a hamburger with cheese and chili. Go try it out. There's also Frito pie and walking tacos, nachos with meat, soft tacos, and you got to wash that down. Get down there and get you a drink. Help out those sophomores as they're trying to raise money for their future prom.
They haven't been graduated that long.
So back out of the timeout. Second down and a yard to go. Turpin splits out 2 to the wide side of the field. Villalobos under center with Hammock behind him. On Chondo in motion. Fakes the handoff, drops back to pass. Looking for Weber over the middle. He's got him. He dives for it and catches it inside the 10-yard line at the 7. It'll be first and goal for the Cardinals.
Cardinals are threatening. They're inside.
Villalobos just floated that one over the top of the defender as Weber had just gotten a step on him. Wasn't wide open or anything, but just a nice touch pass and nice route and nice catch by Weber. 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Turpin trying to score again on their second drive. Hammock receives the handoff, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Way through the middle of the line, met by a whole bunch of Wildcats.
Second down and goal. Garcia, the tailback, will come back into the game. So tight I formation. He'll turn, hand it off to Garcia up the middle. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. So from 8 yards out, Noah Garcia puts the Cardinals on the scoreboard for the second drive in a row. So the 2-point conversion. 2 split to the right. Trent Weber at quarterback. Actually trips to the right. Weber takes the snap. He'll follow all those blockers. Tries to cut inside. Dives for the end zone. He's in for the 2-point conversion. So with 5:20 left to play in the first half, Turpin doubles their lead. It's now 16-0 in favor of Turpin. Cardinals again. Back deep again to receive. Number 81, Cesar Ramos. And number 24, Gabriel Milliken, a sophomore. And there's the kick. Caught at the 15. Up to the 25. And going to be brought down there at about the 27. Rene Mendoza on the tackle, as that was returned by Milliken. Well, first and 10 at the 27 for Boise City. Shotgun formation, one split to the wide side. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed after a very short gain. Got about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. That was Pedro Flores.
Short gain will be second and long. In on that tackle is number 22, Isaac Hammock.
Isaac Hammock, the linebacker, and also Trevin Watson in on the stop. This Turpin's got some big bodies right there in the middle. Second down, 8 yards to go. Man in motion. There's the handoff to him to Ramos. Has to cut inside of one. Avoids one tackler. Falls forward to about the 32. And another injured Cardinal on the field.
32-yard line. That'll make it third down for the Wildcats.
And so they'll stop the game for an injury timeout. 4:13 left to play in the half. It's Turpin 16, Boise City 0. So Rene Mendoza injured on that play. He's up on his feet but walking gingerly. It'll be third down and about 6 yards to go for Boise City. 4:13 left to play in the first half. They trail Turpin 16-0.
Timeout, Bobcats.
Timeout on the field. So third down and 6 out of the timeout. Spread formation. Quick throw outside. And on Chondo out there as the pass was behind his intended receiver, number 24, Milliken. It's going to be fourth down. On Chondo was the only one to get his hand on the ball, though.
We've got another late addition to our Cardinal cheer squad. Joining us from, well, I'm not sure what year, Tasha Wayland.
So Cesar Anchondo back to receive the kick. Pedro Flores will punt. Let's get it off. A line drive kick. Anchondo had a chance, but that one went just over his head, and it's going to fall dead back at the 20-yard line. So Turpin will have it 1st and 10 right there with 3:56 left to play in the first half.
Cardinals will take over there. We have several reunion crews in town tonight. We've got the 03 class here for their reunion. Also, on a 50-year reunion, The class of 68 is here. I'll get back with you after this play for one more.
So Villalobos in the shotgun formation, a split to each side. L option to the wide side, pitches outside. Garcia falls forward up to the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for about a 9-yard gain. So second down and about 1 to go.
Second down and short for the Cardinals. 3.5 minutes left in the half.
Tied eye formation. Turn, handoff to Garcia to the left. Breaks through a tackle. He's up past the 35. Falls forward to about the 38-yard line. Oh, first down for the Cardinals. And that big offensive line is moving people out of the way. Same formation, handoff to Garcia to the right. He'll fall forward inside the 40-yard line, so just a short gain of about 2 yards. Second down, 8 yards to go. Clock nearing the 3-minute mark of the first half. On Chondo will come back into the game as Hammett goes out. Weber split out to the left on Chondo in motion. Pitch outside to Garcia, and he's going to be hit at about the 40, drags the tackler forward for about another 2-yard gain. So it's going to be third down, 6 yards to go for the Cardinals.
Jesse Moran and number 30, Pedro Flores. Third down, about 7 to go for the Cardinals.
This is where we've seen Villalobos lay in some touch passes, but he's going to come off the field, it looks like. Actually, he'll line up wide. It'll be Weber at quarterback. He'll be lone in the backfield by himself. Takes the snap, avoids the tackler, up the field, and he's not going to get much of a gain as he's still going to be shy of the 45. And it's going to be fourth down and about 5 yards for the Cardinals to go.
It's going to be fourth down and 4 yards to go. Under 2 minutes left to go.
1:40 still on the clock. Cardinals look like they're going to go for it as Villalobos will stay in there. He'll go under center with Garcia behind him. They may just try to draw them off. And he did it.
Flag on the play.
Number 75, Eric Munoz, stepped across, and that's going to give the Cardinals either a first down or very close. And it is going to be enough for a first down. So the Cardinals get one without even having to snap the ball.
Ball's be sitting right at midfield, 1:25 left.
1:25 left in the half. Cardinals will have to move a little quicker the rest of this drive if they want to get another score on the board. They have been able to hit a couple of big plays and missed a couple with some drop passes as well. Garcia out of the backfield. Villalobos lets one go over the middle to Weber, and that's going to be intercepted as Luke Arthod intercepted that one at the 32-yard line with exactly 1 minute left to play in the first half. First and 10 Wildcats.
Turnover, Wildcat ball on the 32-yard line. 1 minute.
They'll see if they can't try to get on the board before the halftime. One split to the wide side. Hand off to the right, bust through the first line, still on his feet, and he's drugged down there as that was a hammock on the tackle. 5-yard gain.
4 yards to go.
Clock at 40 seconds. Boise City doesn't appear to be in any kind of hurry here.
Clock's ticking, 37 seconds left.
So now quickly to the line. Same formation. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff to Ramos. Arthod keeps it. He's got a first down up to the 45-yard line. So the clock will stop with 17.8 seconds left as they'll set the change. And Boise City takes a timeout. 17.8 seconds left in the half. It's Turpin 16, Boise City 0. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats out of the timeout. There's a snap. Arthod drops back to pass. Throws one just wide of his intended receiver, Pedro Flores. This will be 2nd down and 10. 13.2 seconds left.
2nd down and 10. 13 seconds left in the half for the Wildcats.
Luke Arthod in the pistol formation again. Ramos in motion. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to his right. Lets one go deep. And Trent Weber, diving attempt at the catch as he tried to pull off the interception way past his receiver on that one. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 with 6.4 seconds left in the half. Split to each side. Ramos in motion again. He'll hand it off to him. Reverse, back the other way. Ball loose on the ground. Boise City falls on it, and they'll just let the clock run out as we head to the half. It's Turpin 16, Boise City 0. And we are ready for the second half of play. Turpin will kick off. Alex Lopez will line up to kick. Back deep again for the Wildcats. Number 24, Gabriel Milliken, and number 81, Cesar Ramos. And here's the kick. It's going to be caught at the 10, bounds through into the end zone, so that'll be a touchback.
Kick by Lopez is a touchback.
And they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. Oh, pistol formation back to his right. Ramos in motion across the formation. Hand off to the running back. Busts through the front line and barrels his way forward to about the 28-yard line. That was Pedro Flores on the carry. So 2nd down and a long 2 yards to go.
Alex Lopez. 2nd and short for the Wildcats.
So split to each side. Back to Arthod's left. Handoff. And he's going to be dropped immediately. Flores is dropped by Zane Hedrick and Josh Heitschmidt.
Third down for the Wildcats.
So third down, 3 yards to go. Ramos in motion. Hands it off to the wide side of the field. Cuts it inside. He's got a first down. Dives forward just past the 35-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Wildcats.
On the right side, brought down by a couple of Cardinals, but he gets a first down. Ball's going to be laying right on the 35-yard line.
First and 10. Ramos in motion again. Fakes the handoff. Arthod back to the wide side. Gets outside the defensive end. He's up past the 45 and finally taken out of bounds right at midfield by Mendoza. Oh, first and 10 for Boise City as they've made a couple of halftime adjustments and able to move the ball here on their first drive. Ball will be marked just shy of the 50-yard line, still in Wildcat territory. Shotgun handoff to the running back. And that's going to be good for about 9 yards as Carlos Gasca busts through. And they'll mark it about 7 yards. So second down, 3 yards to go into Cardinal territory at about the 43-yard line. So a back to each side of Arthod, a split two. Handoff up the middle, brush through. Ball is loose on the ground, and it looks like Turpin may have had it, but it may have slipped through his hands back to Boise City. We'll have to see them unpile it and see who comes out with it. And it is Cardinal ball as number 88, Zane Hedrick, comes out of the pile with it. Ball just busted loose from the running back and was just laying there on the ground. 3 Cardinals were the first ones there. So with 9:46 left in the third quarter, Turpin looks to add to their 16-point lead with their first offensive possession of the second half. No, Villalobos in there was being saved for just an emergency situation. Option pitch out to Garcia. He's up past the 45, still on his feet. And about an 11-yard gain up to the 49-yard line. As I mentioned, Villalobos was just an emergency situation, but when Riley Ratzliff, the sophomore who stepped in at quarterback, left the game with an apparent injury, still not sure what happened there. Trent Weber took a few snaps, but after that, Villalobos came in, only 2 yards rushing on 2 carries. He's can't run. A guy who ran for over 1,500 yards last year, not able to run too well. Anchondo with it. He'll keep it this time up past midfield and into Wildcat territory up to about the 47. So 4-yard gain on that play. That's his biggest carry of the day.
7-yard line before he stopped by number 36, Jesse Moran. Second down, about 8 yards to go for the Cardinals.
So it'll be Weber in the shotgun this time. Villalobos lines up out wide to the shallow side. Anchondo to the wide side. Weber fakes the handoff, runs wide to the left, and fights forward near the 45-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him at the 46, so maybe a gain of 2 yards on the play. So third down, 5 yards to go for Turpin. Hammock into the game as Garcia will come out. Garcia, the main ball carrier in the first half with 14 carries, a little over 50 yards. Under center, handoff to Hammock, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Still on his feet fighting, but just way too many Wildcats there for the stop. As that was Flores and Trantham there, as well as Gasca. That's going to make it 4th and long. 4th and about 7 yards to go. And looks like they'll bring Hammock back out there. And they'll line up in punt formation.
Lines up to punt for the Cardinals. Number 81, Cesar Ramos.
Cesar Ramos back to receive the kick. There's a snap to Hammock. Gets off the kick. And it's a good one, as it's going to roll inside the 10-yard line and be down at the 6-yard line. So Boise City will have it there. 1st and 10 with 7:46 left to play in the third quarter. It's Turpin 16, Boise City 0.
Start their first possession in the second half from there. No, second possession of this half.
Shotgun formation. Hand off to the running back up the middle. He's past the 10-yard line.
Number 30, Pedro Flores.
That's Flores on the carry.
22, Isaac Hammock. About 4 yards, 4.5 on that carry. It'll be second down. Ball sitting right about the 10-yard line for Boise City.
So second down, 6 yards to go. There's a snap. Arthod keeps it to the outside on the read option. He's got a first down
Number 10,
as he's
Luke
out
Arthod
to the
on the
17-yard line.
Runs around the right side. It's close to first down yardage. They'll be moving the chains. That's a first down for Boise City.
Luke Arthod with a nice read on that read option play. Kept it, went outside. As the defensive end dove in on the running back. And we got a offsides or false start penalty, actually, on Boise City. Referees discussing whether they're going to call the offsides or false start, and they agree that it is the false start.
Result of the flag is 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
So they double check with the one who made the call. So ball moved back to the 11-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15 there. So Ramos in motion, another flag, and that's going to be and another false start's going to move him back another 5 to the 6-yard line, which is right where they started this drive. So it's going to be 1st down and 20.
Result of the flag, 5-yard penalty on the Wildcats. Replay first down.
So pistol formation again, Ramos in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it up the middle. He busts through. Safety there, Weber, to make the tackle.
On the quarterback keeper, dances through the line of scrimmage.
Mendoza also there to help, but all the way up to the 15-yard line. That was almost a big play. Second down, 12 yards to go. As Arthod faked that handoff, kind of waited for everything to clear, the hole to open up, as it everything, the traffic cleared, and it opened up pretty big for him. Busted through there. Secondary saved a touchdown there. Handoff to the tailback. He's going to be dropped there. Maybe a short gain, as that was Trey Watson in there. As Flores with the carry. Hammock also in on the tackle. We've got a timeout on the field. 5:11 left to play in the third quarter. It's Turpin 16, Boise City 0. Out of the timeout, third down and 11 from the 16-yard line. Almost in motion. Takes the direct snap. Bust forward for a few. Cardinal defense there for the stop. That was on Chondo there. So it's going to be fourth down from about the 21-yard line. Chondo will drop back to receive the punt again. They'll line up in a regular, like they're going to go for it. Turpin has to call a timeout. Chandler not happy that his team wasn't prepared for that. 4:33 left, third quarter. It's Turpin 16, Boise City 0.
While you're getting fired up, we'd like to give a special welcome to the class of 1998. They're here celebrating their 20-year reunion this weekend. We'd also like to give a little extra special welcome to the class of 98 football players and equipment manager. They won state their senior year and sophomore year. More after this kick.
So they'll set up to punt. Turpin stays in a safe mode, doesn't send anybody back. The ball will fall dead, roll dead at about the Turpin 38-yard line. So Cardinals will have it 1st and 10 there with 4:24 left in the third quarter, leading 16-0.
All right, class of 98, a little bit more about you. They won state their senior year and sophomore year. The state champs in 97 and 95, and the state runner-up in 96. They deserve a little bit of special recognition. Let's give them a round of applause, folks. Welcome back, class of 98. Remember, we've also got the class of 03 is here on reunion, and also the class of 68. That would be 50 years.
Turpin lines up, tight I formation. Hammock and Garcia in the backfield. Hand off to Garcia up the middle. He busts through it, ball at the 50. He breaks loose. He's at the 40, the 30, tries to cut back inside and brought down at the 24-yard line of the Wildcats. 1st and 10 Cardinals.
Gets the ball inside the Wildcat 25-yard line, knocking on the door of the red zone.
So Turpin just lines up in that tight I formation, gets behind those big meat eaters, and just runs it between the guards for a big gain. Same formation. Hand off to Garcia, same hole. This time he's going to be tripped up.
Number 12, that's Noah
Carlos
Garcia.
Gasca on the tackle.
For a couple of yards.
He'll gain about 3. 2nd down, 7 yards to go, a long 7.
2nd down and 8 for the Cardinals inside the 25-yard line now.
Anchondo comes into the game as Garcia heads to the sideline. Anchondo in motion. He'll hand it off to him. Dives inside the 20-yard line to the 19. So 3rd down, out 5 yards to go. Cardinals really, though, in 4-down territory this deep inside the 20 now. They'll split one out to each side. Hammock behind Villalobos. Fakes the handoff. Villalobos straight up the field. He's inside the 15. That's his biggest gain of the game. Up to the 11. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Garcia back into the game. So longest run of the game there for Villalobos. Those kind of sprained ankles, it's hard to make those outward cuts, but you can typically run straight up the field, and that's all he did. Tight I formation. Hand off to Garcia to the right. Falls forward to about the 15. They'll mark him to the 6-yard line. I'm sorry.
Pulls forward to about the 5-yard line before he
2nd down
30, Pedro Flores.
and about 5 yards to go. Quickly back to the line. Same formation. Hand off the other way. Garcia outside. Ball loose on the ground. And Boise City falls on it at about the 1-yard line. So ball turned over on the fumble. 1st and 10 Wildcats as they'll hold the Cardinals out after that turnover with 2:16 left to play. Turpin leads 16-0. I formation for the Wildcats. Handoff to the fullback. Still on his feet. Up to the just shy of the 5-yard line. Lopez in on the tackle.
Munoz on the carry. Punches through the line, gets a couple of yards before he's brought down by that Cardinal defense.
Number 75, Eric Munoz. They put him in there at fullback. So they'll line up in the pistol formation this time. Ramos in motion again. Hand it off to him. And he's going to be brought down in the backfield.
Number 81.
Hammock on the tackle. Beautiful play from the linebacker position. Z read that one all the way. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. So they'll line up twins to the short side. Ramos in motion, though. Fake the handoff. Arthod looking to throw. Lets one go out of the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. up to the 20, and corralled there at the 15-yard line. That's Trent Weber with his second interception of the game. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at the Wildcat 15-yard line with 42 seconds left in the third quarter, already leading 16-0. So trips to the right of the formation. Weber at quarterback. Typically he's run the ball on these plays, runs to that wide side, cuts back up inside. He's inside the 10-yard line where he's corralled by several Wildcats.
Gets the ball down inside the 10-yard line.
So 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Tight I formation. Final seconds of the third quarter ticking off. Handoff to Garcia right up the middle into the end zone for the touchdown. Noah Garcia from 10 yards out for his second touchdown of the game. So tie-dye formation for the 2-point conversion. Turn, handoff to Garcia to the right. No, ball dropped on the ground as a mishandled snap. There, Villalobos falls on it. So with 9 seconds left in the third quarter, it's Turpin 22, Boise City 0.
If you're getting a little bit hungry from all the cheering, don't forget the concession stand is all stocked up and ready to go. They got those salty goodies to help you out with the hunger, and they got all sorts of drinks to help you out with your thirst. Head on down there when you get a chance at the quarter. Number 40, Alex Lopez, lining up to kick for the Cardinals. Deep to receive for the Wildcats, number 36, Jesse Moran, and number 81, Cesar Ramos.
Lopez sets the ball, huddles up with his team. He'll kick off again for the Cardinals. Milliken and Ramos back deep again for the Wildcats. Here's the approach and the kick, and it's a one on the ground. They'll try to save it from going out of bounds. And the Cardinals are on it. Ball still loose. As two guys, finally they fell on it. And it's Turpin ball inside the 30-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. As the Boise City players apparently over there did not understand they needed to fall on it. Ball just inside the 30. So what was not meant to be an onside kick turned into a long one. And Turpin, who's just started that last drive after an interception at the Boise City 15, starts this drive just inside the Boise City 30-yard line. Villalobos under center. Throws it out to Anchondo. And he's going to be dropped for a short loss just on the other side of the 30-yard line. And that is the end of the third quarter. Turpin leads Boise City 22-0. So 2nd and 10 as we start the 4th quarter for Turpin. The trips to the right. Villalobos way out there along the sideline. Weber in the shotgun. Man in motion. Weber keeps it back to the short side. Busts through one tackle, but he's going to be dropped after about a yard gain at the 29. Actually about a 2-yard gain. And now Weber laying on the field in pain. So we'll have an injury timeout. 11:48 left to play. It's Turpin 22, Boise City 0. So Weber coming off the field, having to be assisted off. And the Cardinals, who don't have a lot of depth, only 18 total players. They had one injured before they played their first game, and already Villalobos playing on a hobbled leg. Have also lost Riley Ratzlaff, who started this game at quarterback. And now Weber on the sideline. So we've got another timeout on the field. 11:32 to play. It's Turpin 22, Boise City 0. So 3rd down and 9 for the Cardinals out of the timeout. Villalobos back at quarterback in the shotgun. Garcia to his right, a split on each side. Drops back to pass. Throws it out in the flat. Garcia's going to be dropped. Back at the 30-yard line. That's Carlos Gasca that read that one the whole way and blew that play up. So it's going to be 4th down for Turpin.
Number 31, Carlos Gasca in on that tackle.
And really with a 22-0 lead and several injured players, probably the most important thing for the Cardinals is that the clock is running. Twins to the short side. Garcia splits out to the wide. Villalobos lets it go down the sideline. He's got Anchondo out there and just could not locate it in time. It just went past his fingertips. That was actually Rene Mendoza out there. So ball turned over on downs to Boise City at their own 30-yard line with 10:45 left to play. Pistol formation, Ramos in motion again. Handoff back the other way, and he is corralled in a hurry. Hammock got a hold of him and did not let him go, as that was Flores.
Right at the line of scrimmage by number 20.
Gained about half a yard on that one, so second down, 9 yards to go.
About 10 to go for the Wildcats. Ball still sitting on the 30.
And an official's timeout as one of the players, looks like it may be an equipment issue, as Hammock had to come off the field. Isaiah Olvera will come in and take his spot. Snap, quick throw outside, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought to the ground in the backfield.
Number 81, Cesar Ramos.
Great tackle there.
Reception, but is met in the backfield.
That was Rene Mendoza, who came up from his cornerback position and blew that play up. Mendoza, not the biggest guy either, just 5'4", 140 pounds is what he's listed at. Third down, 12 yards to go, 9.5 minutes left. Turpin pitching a shutout so far in this one. And we've got a timeout on the field, 9:20 left to play. Turpin 22, Boise City 0. Out of the timeout. Third down, 12 yards to go. There's a snap, drops back to pass. Arthod lets one go deep. He's got a man out there. It's Ramos, but the pass just a yard or two too long as Ramos couldn't catch up with it. Looked like he had turned back to his quarterback a little early and had to backpedal the last few steps, whereas if he would have just kept running on, he might have been in the end zone for 6. But instead, fourth down, 12 yards to go, and Boise City will at least line up in punt formation. Anchondo will step back to receive the punt. There's a snap, low kick. And ball will be down at the 43-yard line of the Cardinals. They'll have it there, 1st and 10, with 9:07 left to play, leading 22-0.
Punt rolls to the 43-yard line. Cardinals will take over there for their next possession. 9:07 left in the game.
The Cardinals will line up in the tight I formation. Hammock came in there to join them on offense. Turn, hand off to the tailback. That's Garcia. Bust through into Wildcat territory up to the 46-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Cardinal first down. And we're probably going to see a lot of that here to finish this game off, as the Cardinals just lining up and running behind that big offensive line. Olvera at center, right at 200 pounds, and his guards are with Watson and Heitschmidt, well over 200 pounds. Heitschmidt right at 285, 295. Handoff this time to the left to Garcia. Brought down at the 45, so 2-yard gain. They'll bring it to the 44. And also Watson up there at 260. Well, they're going to line up and say, come stop us. And with a hobbled quarterback and a receiver out with an injury as well, your backup quarterback out, if it's working, keep running it. Hand off to Garcia again, up past the 40, and that's where he'll be brought down.
Number 12, Garcia, carries the ball up to about the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So third down.
That tackle's made by number 31.
4 yards to go.
Third down, 4 yards to go, under 8 minutes left in the game.
Once again, the handoff to Garcia, this time to the left, up to the 36. That's going to be short of the first down, so it's going to be fourth down. So looks like the Cardinals are going to stay on offense. Less than a yard to go. They'll line up that same tie-dye formation. Quarterback goes forward, dives past the 35-yard line. Villalobos for the first down.
First down for the Cardinals. Move those chains.
And I'm going to tell you what, that opened up enough that if Villalobos had good feet under him tonight, he probably would have scored on that one. But instead just dove forward for the first down. Clock now nearing 7 minutes, and this is two things the Cardinals want, continuing to move the ball and continuing to have that clock move. Fakes the handoff. Villalobos goes outside, and he'll just go down
Villalobos on the key.
at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down his original line of scrimmage.
Hit in the back there as he went down by Munoz. He back up on his feet now. Looks like he's okay. Second down, 10 yards to go. He'll turn, hand it off to Garcia to the left, inside the 30-yard line, or right at it.
Number 12 on the carry.
So it'll be third down, 6 yards to go.
Third down for the Cardinals.
So one split to each side. Hammock in the fullback position. Villalobos under center. Hands it off to Hammock. He'll spin forward close to the 25. They'll actually mark him back at the 27. So it's going to be fourth down and about 3 to go. Clock all the way down to under 5.5 minutes, though. Garcia back in the game, as well as Hedrick. And they're going to line up with their 5 biggest guys on the line. Hammock at fullback. And probably just turn and hand this thing to Garcia again. They do to the left. And he's inside the 25 for another Turpin first down.
Garcia falling forward across the 25-yard line. In on that tackle's number 31, Carlos Gasca. Move the chains. Cardinal first down.
This time, 2 splits to the right of the formation. Garcia behind on Chondo in motion. Villalobos keeps it to the right. He'll get about a yard or so. So second down, 9 to go.
Villalobos on the quarterback keeper. Takes the ball over the right side. Gets a couple of yards. In on that tackle, number 30, Pedro Flores.
So Cardinals just eating up clock. They've already taken about 5 minutes off on this drive. Hammock to the left of Villalobos in the backfield. Villalobos to the left. It opens up. He'll over the top of the defender to about the 17-yard line.
On a quarterback draw. going to make it a 3rd and about 3 to go for the Cardinals.
3rd and 3 for the Cardinals. Garcia comes back into the
To
game.
go in the game.
Pistol formation. Garcia to his right. Fakes the handoff. Villalobos opens up out to the outside. Flag on the field. He'll run out of bounds. He's got enough for the first down. But that is in the area of holding, so we'll have to wait and see what the call is. And it is holding on the Cardinal offense. So instead of a 1st and 10, it's going to be 3rd down and about 13 yards to go.
The Cardinals. 10 yards from the spot. Repeat 3rd down.
Clock now at 3.5 minutes left to play. Getting the play call from the sideline. Play clock under 10, and they're still getting the play call. They'll have to hurry to get this one snapped. Trying to take as much time as possible, but it's rolling down 2-1, and they do not get the play off in time.
Delay a game penalty against the
Oh,
Cardinals.
they're going to move back another 5. So Cardinals all the way back at the Boise City 33-yard line. They've got to get inside the 15-yard line for a 1st down. Villalobos in the shotgun. He's going to take off up the middle, dives forward to the 30-yard line. That'll keep the clock moving, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
30-yard line. It's going to be 4th down for the Cardinals.
Leading 22-0. They're just trying to bleed this clock as much as possible. And looks like Justin Hanna's going to step over to the ref. He's going to wait down till the play clock gets all the way down to 1 and call a timeout for this 4th down play. And so we've got a timeout on the field. 2:19 left to play. It's Turpin 22, Boise City 0. So out of the timeout, 4th, 15 yards to go for the Cardinals. Villalobos in the shotgun, trips to the right. He'll drop back to pass. Lets one go deep. He's got a man out there. And it's caught for the touchdown. Noah Garcia with a beautiful catch. From 30 yards out, Villalobos hits him, and the Cardinals are on the board again.
the play.
Well, looks like that one is coming back. Ineligible man downfield will wipe out that 30-yard touchdown pass. And that's a beautiful catch by Garcia as he kind of spun his body, reached up, and grabbed that one. Well, Cardinals will try to recreate magic again from five yards further back at the 35. Hanna talks to his receivers. Play clock down to 5. They're going to have to snap it in a hurry. They do get it off. Another flag on the play. Throws it deep again. He's got Anchondo out there. Makes the catch at about the 2-yard line, but it's a false start penalty. Is going to wipe it out again.
Illegal shift is the call against the Cardinals. Back it up, try 4th down again.
And that was probably a result. Coach Hanna was talking to his receivers late. They kind of had to rush over there, get in position. They probably were not all set for their 1 second that you have to be for a play to start. He's out there looking for an explanation. But either way, the Cardinals are going to have it 4th down, back just outside the 40-yard line. 2:06 on the clock. So they'll line up same trips formation, this time to the left. Play clock down to 7 again already. 3-2 gets it off. Out in the flat to Anchondo. He's open at the 30. Gets outside. He's got the first down, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Cesar Anchondo. And the Cardinals score 3 times for 1 touchdown. This time Anchondo scores from 40 yards out on a screen.
Number 15, Cesar Anchondo on the touchdown.
And Turpin was not going to be denied on that 4th down play. Tie-dye formation for the 2-point conversion. Turn, hand off to Garcia to the left. He's in. So with 1:54 left to play, Turpin now leads Boise City 30-0. Lopez back to kickoff. Straight-legged kick caught at the 15. Up to the 30, bust through, up to the 40, near the 40-yard line.
81, Cesar Ramos on the kick return.
Oh, 1st and 10 for Boise City there at the 38-yard line.
Under 2 minutes left to go in the game. Boise City will start this possession from the 37.
Handoff up the middle, bust through, up to the 45. As that is Flores.
On the run. Number 22, Isaac Hammock. And number 25, Brandon Rodriguez in on the tackle. Ball to be spotted just shy of the 45-yard line for the Wildcats. 2nd down.
So 2 split to the left of the formation. Back to the right of Arthod. Throws it out in the flat. Busts through the first tackles. He's got enough for a 1st down as he'll be brought down in Cardinal territory at about the 46-yard line.
Brought down by a couple of Cardinals.
1:08 left to play. Boise City trying to at least get a score on the board before this one's over.
Number 25, Brandon Rodriguez. Ball's to be spotted at the 46-yard line for the Wildcats. And 1 minute left to go in the game.
And that's going to be a false start
False start on the offense.
on Boise City, so they'll move them back 5. It'll be 1st and 15,
Yards, replay first down.
just on the other side of the midfield stripe at the 49-yard line.
We've sure enjoyed having everybody here for their reunions. Class of 68, class of 98, and class of 03. It's been great hosting you this weekend.
There's a snap, handoff. He'll fight forward just across the midfield stripe. Several Cardinals there as Flores ran through there.
Josh Heitschmidt in on that tackle.
Heitschmidt and Garcia in on the tackle.
25 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd down, 15 to go. 15 seconds left in this one. There's a snap, drops back to pass. Throws it out in the flat. He's got enough for a 1st down. No, he doesn't. Into Turpin territory at the 39-yard line. They do call a timeout with 6.9 seconds left. Turpin up 30-0.
Timeout Wildcats. Just under 7 seconds left. It'll be 3rd down.
Boise City comes in line, probably 1, maybe 2 plays left. Arthod throws it out in the flat. Gets it to Ramos, but he dropped it. That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Pass ball's incomplete. Intended for number
So
21.
2.2 seconds left.
Seconds left in the game.
He was wide open for a big gain if he did hold on to that one. Cardinals are going to move to 2-1. Boise City will drop to 1-1. One split to each side. Arthod drops back to pass under pressure and lets it go out of bounds. And that is the game. The Turpin Cardinals have defeated the Boise City Wildcats 30-0. We thank you for joining us on PTCI Channel 2's coverage of high school football. My thanks to my cameraman, Emmanuel D. Herrera. We hope you'll join us again next time. Good night from Turpin, Oklahoma.